Hello children, good morning. Now we will proceed to finish the syllabus. Next part is determination of empirical and molecular formula. Before examination we finished percentage composition. I hope you people are remembering. So now we will proceed towards next topic. It is determination of empirical and molecular formula. First of all, we will try to understand what is empirical formula and what is molecular formula, right? If we talk about empirical formula can be defined as the simplest ratio of atoms in a molecule. Simplest ratio of atom in a molecule. That should be in whole number. So you can say the simplest whole number ratio of atoms of different element present in a molecule is known as empirical formula of a molecule. You have to find out the simplest ratio of different atoms present in a molecule. That is called as empirical formula. For example, let us consider H2O2. So what will be the simplest ratio of different atoms, I mean hydrogen and oxygen present in H2O2 molecule? Simplest ratio will be H1O1, or you can say HO. So HO will be the empirical formula of H2O2, hydrogen peroxide. Similarly, glucose molecule C6H12O6. What will be the empirical formula of glucose? You have to find out the simplest whole number ratio of different atoms present in glucose molecule. Okay? 1, 2, 1. So simplest ratio will be C1H2O1, or you can say CH2O. So CH2O is the simplest whole number ratio of different atoms present in glucose molecule. So empirical formula of glucose will be CH2O. Right? I hope you people understood what is empirical formula. Right? One more term is related to empirical formula. It is empirical formula mass. What is empirical formula mass? We all know molecular mass and atomic mass. Molecular mass we know. Sum of the masses of different atoms present in a molecule is known as molecular mass. Similarly, empirical formula mass can be defined as sum of the mass of different atoms present in empirical formula. For example, empirical formula mass of HO will be mass of hydrogen plus mass of oxygen. Mass of hydrogen is 1, mass of oxygen is 16. So empirical formula mass of HO will be 17 atomic mass unit. Similarly, empirical formula of glucose, mass of carbon plus mass of hydrogen plus mass of oxygen. Mass of carbon is 12 plus mass of 2 atom of hydrogen is 2 plus mass of oxygen. So 12 plus 16 is equal to 30 is the empirical formula mass of CH2O. Right? I hope you people understood what is empirical formula and what is empirical formula mass. Now come at what is molecular formula. What is molecular formula? Molecular formula is very simple. Molecular formula means the actual number of atoms which is present in a molecule. If a molecule represents the actual number of atoms, it is known as molecular formula. Okay, so the molecular formula of a compound denotes the actual number of atoms. Okay, how can you define it? The molecular formula represent molecular formula represents actual number of different atoms present in a molecule. Okay, so if a molecule presents the actual number of atoms present in the molecule, it is known as molecular formula. For example, H2O, it is representing the actual number of atoms, not a simplest ratio. 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. So molecular formula of water is H2. H2O2, it is representing the actual number of different atoms present in hydrogen peroxide, not the simplest ratio. So molecular formula of hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. Glucose, C6H12O6. Here also it is representing the actual number of atoms present in the molecule. The actual number of atoms. Right? Clear? Now the math topic, how to determine empirical formula and molecular formula from the given percentage of different element. Okay, percentage composition of different elements will be given in the numerical. You have to find out the empirical formula. Later on, we will also discuss how to find out molecular formula as well. How to find out molecular formula too. Right? So let us understand, there are some rules for that. Okay. See, rule number 1 means we are going to discuss about determination of empirical formula. To determine empirical formula, we have to follow some rule and regulation. So point number 1, while you are going to determine the empirical formula, is the percentage weight of oxygen, carbon or hydrogen, okay, is sometime not given. Okay, if we talk about organic compound, in organic compound sometime the percentage composition of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen is not given. Okay, in numerical problem, try to understand, sometime in numerical problem the percentage composition of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen is not given if it is organic compound. Right? So what you have to do, you have to add first the total percentage of different atoms given in numerical. Okay? Then subtract that addition of total percentage by 100. Okay? For example, if in the numerical it is given that hydrogen percentage is 12, oxygen percentage is 58. Okay, that's all. So if only oxygen and hydrogen percentage is given in an organic compound, it is understood carbon will be also present. Okay, so first of all you have to add the percentage of oxygen and hydrogen. So 12 plus 58, it will be 70. Okay, then after this 70 will be subtract by 100. Okay, whatever you will get, that will be the percentage of carbon present in that compound. Okay, it will be 30%. Okay, so it means that numerical is telling about percentage composition of hydrogen, oxygen and carbon too. In this way you have to find out. If percentage of oxygen or hydrogen or carbon is not given, then you have to first add the different composition, percentage composition given in the numerical. Then after that, additional value will be, after addition whatever you will get, that value will be subtract by 100. Okay, after subtraction whatever you will get, that will be the percentage composition of unknown atoms given in the numerical, right? Then after, the percentage weight of each element is divided by its atomic mass. Okay. For example, let us consider one numerical. That will be the better way to understand. Okay. One numerical is given. Find the empirical formula of the compound with the following percentage composition. One numerical is given. We will try to understand with this numerical. Numerical number 1. It is given. Find the empirical formula of the compound. Find the empirical formula of the compound. Empirical formula of the compound. Formula of the compound. Empirical formula of the compound with the following percentage composition. With the following percentage composition. Following percentage composition. Okay. So percentage composition of different element is given. Like zinc 47.8 percentage. Okay. Chlorine 52.2 percentage. Right. Magnesium number 1. Okay. E. Clear? So let us understand the percentage composition of different element is given in the numerical. Okay. Zinc 47.8%, chlorine 52.2%. You have to find out the empirical formula as per the percentage composition of different element. So first of all, you have to recognize whether it is organic or inorganic compound. So from the percentage composition, it is clear compound will be inorganic. So there is no need to apply the first method whatever I told you all. Okay. If oxygen, carbon, hydrogen is not present, because total addition here it is coming 100%. 8 plus 2 0, 10 remaining, 7 to 9, 1 remaining, 7 to 9, again 1 remaining, 5 4 9 10, 100%. It means other element is not present as per the numerical, right? So first of all, you have to make a table. In the table, you will represent a different type of element. Zinc and chlorine is present. Then after, write the percentage of different element given in the numerical. Zinc 47.8% and chlorine 52.2%. Right? Now after that, you have to find out the atomic ratio. Atomic ratio. So whatever second rule I was telling you all, that is about atomic ratio. How to find out atomic ratio? The percentage weight of each element is divided by its atomic weight. So whatever percentage weight is given, here at the right hand side in the notebook you can add it down. Atomic ratio is determined by the formula percentage weight or percentage composition, given percentage composition divided by atomic mass of the particular element. Atomic mass of the particular element. That will be equivalent to atomic ratio. So percentage weight of zinc is given 47.8%. 47.8 divided by atomic mass of zinc. Atomic mass of zinc is 65. So after this division, whatever you will get, that will be the atomic ratio of zinc in the upcoming formula. Right? So after division, you will get it is approximately 0.73. So atomic ratio of zinc is 0.73. Right? Now come at chlorine. So chlorine percentage weight is given, or you can say percentage composition is given. 52.2 divided by the mass of chlorine 37.5. After division, you will get 1.46 is the atomic ratio of chlorine. Okay. After that, next one is to find out the simplest ratio. Atomic ratio. Then after, you have to determine simplest ratio of the element, because here ratio is in fraction. Okay. After that you will get simplest ratio, then after whole number ratio you have to find out. Okay, so simplest ratio, how to find out simplest ratio? To find out simplest ratio, okay, you have to choose the smallest number from them. So what is the smallest number here? 0.73. Okay, so including 0.73, the other number will be divided by this 0.73, because 0.73 is the smallest atomic ratio here. You have to select first smallest atomic ratio, then after including that smallest ratio, other will be divided by that number. Okay, so smallest ratio is here 0.73. So including this 0.73, other will be divided by 0.73. So 0.73 by 0.73 is equal to 1. So simplest ratio of zinc in this particular numerical is 1. Okay, let's come with chlorine. It is 1.46 divided by 0.73, equivalent to 2. Equivalent to 2. Now we have to check whether the simplest ratio is in whole number or fraction. If it is whole number, there is no need to do anything. But if it is not in whole number, you have to find out the simplest whole number. So to find out simplest whole number, you have to multiply the simplest ratio with the suitable integer. With the suitable integer which can convert the fractional number, whatever the fraction is given in the simplest ratio, right? So here already numbers are in whole number, so there is no need to convert them into the whole number. Already they are in whole number. If suppose it would have been in the fraction like 0.5 and 1.5, okay, then you have to convert this fraction into whole number. How you can convert 0.5 into whole number? You have to multiply with suitable number which can convert the fraction into whole number. So 0.5 after multiplication with 2 can be converted into whole number 1. Likewise you have to do. So here already simplest ratio is given in whole number, and there is no need to do. Now how you can find it out? The empirical formula. Okay, write the symbol of different element together now, zinc and chlorine. Okay, so whatever the simplest ratio you got, put them as a subscript with the respective element given in the numerical. Okay, so zinc, for zinc, simplest ratio is 1. Put this 1 as a subscript with zinc. Simplest ratio for chlorine is 2. Put this 2 as a subscript with chlorine. Okay, you got the empirical formula is ZnCl2. Your answer is empirical formula is ZnCl2. I hope you people understood how to determine the empirical formula. More exercises we will do in the upcoming video. That's all. Thank you.